Hello, I'm Diane Rose. I am the spiritual leader of Cool Shoal. I've decided I'm going to start doing little mini vlogs about just some things that are on my mind so I can share them with you and maybe they can make a little difference in your life. So I'm thinking a lot, of course, about Passover, which is coming up, and I'm thinking about the story of Moses and his life. And I've been thinking about the fact that when God comes to Moses and the voice comes from the burning bush, Moses tells God, I am slow of speech and I'm slow of tongue. And he wants him to pick somebody else. And so there are lots of theories about what slow of tongue meant or slow of speech meant. Did he have some kind of speech challenge? Was it a terrible fear of speaking? Was there something physically wrong with him that made it difficult to speak? Of course, we don't know. But here's what's been on my mind lately is that then for the rest of the Torah, Moses does an awful lot of talking. And to my knowledge, it never again suggests that there is any issue with his speech or his tongue or his ability to communicate. And so I was wondering if the speech issue went away. And if it went away, then it wasn't something physical. It's either something he worked on or it's something emotional. And I was thinking about a documentary I saw recently where a person had suffered a traumatic experience and felt that he had lost his ability to speak. He had lost his normal voice because of this experience. And so I started thinking about Moses and wondering what his upbringing might have been like. The Torah is absolutely silent as to what it was like for him after he left his mother's arms and ended up raised as a prince of Egypt. And so if he knew that he was a Hebrew, what did that do to Moses growing up within the palace walls, but knowing that he was of the people enslaved outside of those walls? What did that do to his ability to communicate, to speak up, to speak his mind? Of course, we also don't know how he was treated in the palace. Was he treated as an equal? Were there traumatic and dramatic experiences during his upbringing that could have caused him to lose his speech? There are theories that something happened physically with him and when he was a baby, but I'm wondering if this was an emotional loss that he was able to overcome. And so how did he overcome it? His whole life, he was traumatized by the fact that he was a Hebrew and hadn't done anything to help them or save them. In the end, he runs away and has this life as a simple shepherd until God asks him to come back and save his people. So when Moses found his purpose, when he found an answer to the pain that had been inside of him, possibly for his entire life, maybe his voice came back. And so, of course, that means we think about ourselves and the ways that we are tongue-tied, in the ways that we don't speak up or say what we want to say or what we need to say, whether that's personally in our relationships or maybe more globally for a people we know we should stand up for or a cause that we want to stand up for and just don't. Maybe we think we don't have time, maybe we think we don't have energy, and this year, maybe we're just exhausted from being home and dealing with COVID every day, all day for a year. So I think this Passover, yes, eat matzah. Yes, clear out your kitchens. Yes, have a Seder. All of that is wonderful. But this is also a time of self-reflection and renewal with the coming of spring. And so I invite you to think about the ways that you've been holding in what you really need to say and finding some inspiration to say it. Again, whether that's just solving something personal in a relationship that needs solving, or if it's time to take a cause that really means something to you, whether that's protecting a people that are needlessly attacked because of the way they look, or because of how they pray, or whether that's standing up for the environment, or maybe that's just standing up for a friend in the classroom, or someone that you know at work. So I invite you to find a way to untie your own speech issue and finding a way to speak out. Moses found a way to speak once he found his true purpose and once he knew that purpose was helping others. And maybe we can do the same and find our own words if we follow the same path. See you next time that I have something to say. Bye.